And welcome to another issue of Nerdflow Podcast. This is issue 139 of Nerdflow. I am Royalty Gaming. I got Young Fly and the rest in the building.
Yo.
The Dope Gamer.
What is going on, people?
Briario.
Good evening, everybody.
Man, he responded right on time.
I know. I was about to throw
round of applause, people. Round of applause.
Respond. And I also got Snapback in the building.
Yeah, he is.
Man, y'all ain't right.
Hey, you let me down like
right,
twice. So
Alfred.
I had to like get you.
If you say it's Briario, then it's a 5-minute delay before
Exactly.
you say
It's like space.
But I'm here.
Or in editing terms,
Alfred
straight
gotta
line.
make that. You gotta make the entrance, y'all. You gotta make the entrance. That's all it is.
I'm gonna have a big talk with you after this.
I need you to speak, boy. But yes, man, this is Nerdflow Podcast. This is a podcast all about nerding out on the latest and greatest in pop culture, from video games to anime, to pro wrestling, to comic books, TV shows, and movies. This is what we're all about. If you are new to the podcast, welcome. First and foremost, this is a Press Play Network podcast, man. And we have social media. So you can go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, search Nerdflow or Nerdflow Podcast. Go like, all that good stuff. Follow, whatever you want to do. And we also got Nerdflow Art and Ask Nerdflow Podcast. You can go over to nerdflowpodcast@gmail.com. And we have a YouTube channel, which we have, I think, 48 subscribers. So we're trying to get our official URL. So please make sure you go over and subscribe to the channel. We're on Sprinkle Live right now, so if you have the app, you can listen to us live every Sunday at 10 p.m. Central Time. And once we're done recording this, you can actually get the show on our YouTube channel immediately after we're done. So in addition to that, we got the Facebook community jumping as well. Search Nerdflow, join our community. Don't be Biden, you will get kicked. Teespring, we have t-shirts. T-shirts are 50% off right now, and you can use the promo code NF2020 at checkout to get yourself a 50% off of official Nerdflow t-shirt. And superhero stuff. If you like nerd stuff, DC Comics, Marvel, any of that type of stuff, Star Wars, you can go over using our special link. If you buy anything to superhero stuff, we get a kickback, and it actually helps the show out. So, how y'all doing?
Oh, I want to add something. Keep this in mind to all listeners out there. Father's Day is coming up. So what better way to show your
Oh, you know your dad?
Wait, whoa. Just want to say you know your dad?
Oh, y'all know your daddy?
To those who do know their fathers and who has fathers who's a big fan of the show, go ahead and give them nice. Go so nice.
Like,
I'm trying to give a good plug, but once he said y'all know y'all daddy, it was just
oh man.
Hey.
Well, and also, always, the females that, that be acting as both parents, as well. So
he's trying to say it slow.
And the ones that got a little mustache.
Anyway.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm staying far away from this.
This conversation went all the way to the right, not the left.
I didn't do anything.
Y'all finna get us. Hey, I got
Father's Day to y'all.
I was just trying to do a plug. You take that with your gamer.
Especially the one with the mustache.
Happy Father's Day to him.
Hey, let's get on something, man. I don't want us to get on.
God. Okay.
I love y'all.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Any new listeners, I'm sorry. This is how we act on the show. I'm sorry.
Don't be that one person in the comment section.
Let us know how
I
you
ain't
feel.
got nothing to do with that. I'm saying far away from that. Hey, let's get to the topics.
I'm trying. Okay,
No.
All right,
Hell no.
Okay.
I don't think this movie
It's a hormonal imbalance. I ain't gonna be mad at it.
I would not.
But happy Father's Day to you.
Hell, I ain't even trying. I ain't even laughing.
All right.
Let's get a topic going, please.
Okay, I'm good. All right, I'm good. Okay, on today's show, man, we're gonna be talking about. So this week it was a big week in gaming. We're gonna be talking about news from Destiny's 2 Chapter 2 reveal. We're gonna be talking about the PS5 reveal, which broke freaking records. We're gonna be talking about a little bit of
Suck that Xbox fanboys.
Lord, here we go.
Yeah, that was coming. That was coming.
Can you hold?
It was coming.
Can you hold that till the end of the show? Because that's what's gonna happen. Okay.
Oh,
I
I'm
digress.
just sad.
All
They
right,
started.
All right. Okay. Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers. So of course you know HBO Max. That's the thing. We had an episode called HBO to the Max. Go check that out. That's actually probably one of the top episodes that we've had recently. So go check that out. It's a good episode. Warner Brothers is killing the HBO Go app, which I mean, in retrospect,
It only makes sense.
It only makes sense because that's what I was kind of wondering. Because I'm like, how y'all gonna have HBO Go now and Max? I'm like, you got DC Universe, which is which I own as well. So Go is dead. I know HBO Max turned into Max, so now they have two apps. So I mean, that was kind of easy.
HBO now is pretty much like if you ain't got HBO on your TV and you really want to pay what you want HBO on your mobile devices.
Yeah.
So
but Max is if you had that app on your phone, it turned into Max because I had that on my phone and I went to search for HBO Max and it was already on my phone. So I was like, I know I didn't download this, so that's what it kind of morphed into with the update. AMC movie theaters. So we talked about this in short, trying to figure out exactly when or where or how movies are going to get back into the fold of things with COVID not really dying down, but things are trying to get back to normal. So AMC movie theaters, they said they're aiming to reopen movie theaters in July. What y'all think about that? And I've seen like weird diagrams online of them trying to appeal, trying to do social distancing, but I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna work out.
I ain't gonna lie, I do want to go back to the movie theater. I really do.
I'm just, I'm to the point now.
Bro, just put up glass shields and be done with it.
If just hit me out, y'all. If there was a virus to turn people into zombies, Americans wouldn't even care that people were getting turned into zombies because it was an airborne virus that could be spread by cough and sneeze and anything like that. We so set in our ways. We so caught up in what we feel like we should be able to do and that what we shouldn't be restricted to do, that we just throw all type of safety measures and shit out the window.
This is facts.
Like I'm just putting it out there. If in the event of a zombie apocalypse and it's airborne, I'm just randomly killing people. And if I see you without a mask on, it's just like, okay, you really don't give a damn about being turned into a zombie, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put a bullet through your head. Just being honest.
Man said,
I mean,
wow.
Something else turned me off from going to the movies.
The man said, pass, go straight to jail.
Basically, like if they telling you, if they showing you and they telling you, oh, it's in the air. If you get this disease, you get turned into a zombie, and you still, oh, I'm not gonna wear a mask. This is just propaganda, and this is just a conspiracy, and all this. I'm just gonna go ahead and put you out your misery.
First one getting turned
before you try to put me out of mine. I'd rather live and fight zombies than to die and be turned into a zombie.
I listened to this thing on YouTube called it's called Unit 522 is Scary Stories. I listen to them before I go to sleep. So it was one scary story where it was back in the 70s though.
Wait. No. Skip past that.
What?
You listen to so this basically is your bedtime story, basically.
Yeah, it's
type of nightmare.
Niggas
Like
now, bro. Like niggas don't get scared
it's
about.
a soothing thing with the voice. It's like but it's scary though. But I ain't tripping. I got my gun.
The AMSR version of horror movies. What the hell?
So it was one story where these dudes was watching Dirty Harry and they kept smelling like something. And they was like, what? So they went down the road and they thought it was like a meat patty, like rotten in the theater. And they looked closer and it was a severed hand. And the dude, they was trying to get the usher and he was sitting down and, smoking a cigar and he ain't say nothing. So he didn't believe him. So he finally got up and he was like, he was more annoyed than shocked. And the cops came and they closed down the movie theater and all that. And I'm just like, this wild stuff is like, I don't want to go to a movie theater now because I don't want to find a severed hand in there. It's not nothing about COVID or nothing. That's just the way my mind works. But you never know. Then I hear stories about, like in Seattle, people putting loaded syringes in the seats and stuff. I'm like, I don't know, man. That's, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Briorio.
What's up?
You remember that time we went to that shop? We was hanging out with Steve. What was that horror movie we saw on Netflix? It had you remember it though, right?
Give me some more details.
It was a clown.
It was a clown. The Terrifier.
That's what the name of that movie is.
I never want to see that again. Never. Ever.
So Dope Gamer, you ever heard of that movie?
No.
Hey, watch that and then go to bed. No, I want you to watch the movie and go to bed afterwards.
I like scary stuff though, but
it's something wrong with you.
I know.
I like scary stuff too. That's why I just get laughed at. Like, granted, post age 11,
but that stuff is too real to me.
There's a difference.
You said what?
There's a difference between scary stuff and nasty stuff.
Well, yeah, gory is different, but
I don't like gore.
I can do either or.
Man, you definitely like Hostel.
I guess what I'm getting at is just with COVID and knowing what people do in movie theaters, just that compounded is just like I want to go back, but I'm just like I would, but I'll be
as long as I got a fire stick, I ain't got to touch a theater. I got popcorn, drinks, snacks, all that at the house. Like if I want to get up and fix a burger, I ain't got to pay $15 for said burger, and I can be in the comfort of my own bed watching said movie. And if I just so happen to have a female over that's chilling in said bed, then if I would like to do something that the people of the grownest persuasion should be doing, then I ain't got to get up and leave.
Yeah, you gotta drive.
But I mean, I've been sneaking Taco Bell in the cargo shorts in the theater, so I ain't new to this. I'm shooting this.
I mean, we've been like if you went to the movies as a kid with your mama or grandma and they had that big ass purse, they had drinks and snacks and sandwiches and chips and all that in their purse and stuff. No,
my boys snuck Olive Garden into that joint one time. I was like, y'all boys, wow.
They had
I've been in the movie theater with somebody just snuck straight up curry and some other stuff in them.
Oh no. No,
oh man, they brought loud curry up and down. Yes, I would have instantly stopped the movie. Oh y'all definitely got to get out.
Yeah,
but you have
that's how we feel too.
Because you have theaters that actually serve that to you, don't you? Like clam chowder and some shit.
Man, ain't no movie theaters I've been to other than Studio Movie Grill don't be serving no junk like that.
I mean,
my God. Studio Movie Grill, don't get me started on that.
I know some theaters serving burgers and all types of
Studio Movie Grill, they do that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like, let's just be honest, man. Like the movies is not an event like it used to be. We're giving the technology that we got nowadays,
right? Like, especially with them putting it on Amazon and all that.
Yeah. Like why not enjoy this movie in the comfort of your own home?
I mean, speaking of, cases, they pulled King of Staten Island from the theaters because it was debuting on Amazon and all the other little movie streaming sites. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Let's just be honest, man. Like, let's be honest. I'm gonna speak for me. I like going out. Like, there's nothing wrong with going on a date. Go out to dinner or something like that. But like sometimes it's like, who the hell wants to get up, get dressed, get in the car, go stand in line, get in the theater. Probably gonna be somebody in there that's making noise. You really ain't gonna be able to enjoy the movie. You're gonna spend $37 on a bucket of popcorn, $52 on drinks.
$52.
I only spend like $6.
And then if you don't enjoy the movie, you gotta leave the movie theater, get back to the house, get undressed. When I can just pretty much put on my pajama pants and a white beater, grab my girl, we can sit in the bed, pop some popcorn. We can. I'm just speaking in general terms.
No, I'm saying y'all have to put on clothes.
On that, man.
You ain't even got to put on clothes. And with said candy.
At most point, this is a PG show, so stop it.
So if you got some candy or something like that, you can use said candy for other than eating. So
we're moving on to the next topic.
But I agree with what y'all saying though, because I'm looking at it like this. I got a projector. I can just sit here and just make my own type of movie theater if I want to.
Boom.
Yeah, just put it against the wall. So, I'm with them on that. Plus, I'm still miffed at Nelco with that little burn ass pizza they served me for $8. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Studio Movie Grill straight frozen pizza.
You gonna serve y'all the slices of DiGiorno up and calling it pizza.
Fact.
It ain't no slice, bro. It's just a little small pizza that I could buy from Walmart for like what, $4 or something like that. But
them folks doing like Roller
They don't even give you the good one. They give you the cheap frozen pizza.
Them folks doing like Roller World used to do. When Roller World pizza machine broke, they started serving us Tostinos and charging us the same price for a piece of Tostinos.
For a whole
they was charging us.
Oh, Pizza Hut standing there or something. Golly.
No. That was rough, bro. Like before the skating rink, before Roller World's pizza machine broke, they had some bomb pizza. Then they didn't have pizza for like about a year. Then all of a sudden, folks kept asking about pizza. Dude was too cheap to get the oven fixed, so he get the pizza maker fixed. So he just started going to the grocery store, buying boxes of Tostinos, and he was like, I wonder why the pizza ain't selling. Cause you want me to pay $2.75 for a slice of Tostino with $2.75 will buy me 2 whole Tostinos pieces.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get on that.
Yeah. All right, man. Keep it with the theme of movie theaters. Wonder Woman 84 finally gets a date. She's going, I think it's October, I believe. I think it's October. Because it was slated to come out this summer. But it got pushed to the fall. Look at it.
Why? I hate to speak this up, but I really got a feeling that we gonna enter another shutdown coming the fall, and that's all it's gonna take.
Houston already talking about it.
And
we spiking like a mug.
That's like all it's gonna take.
Yeah.
Because if we go through another shutdown where you gotta shut down theaters and stuff, movie companies gonna say screw movie theaters.
Yeah. Movie
theaters are gonna go the way of the dinosaur. They're going straight streaming and digital.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Batwoman. So the producers, or I guess to say the CW, were considering not recasting the Batwoman role, and now they are considering. I guess after they probably got like a mouthful from social media, probably more than likely. That they are considering recasting the role of Batwoman to a young lady from the show Riverdale. What is her name? Vanessa Morgan is her name. To replace Ruby Rose as Batwoman, and she's I'm assuming she's African American because that's what she look like. So we may get a black Batwoman. So
I ain't mad at it.
Definitely not mad at it.
Go ahead and cue the overly sensitive white people.
It's like, well, I mean,
cue him. I already hear him. I see Twitter blowing the hell up.
No, they haven't yet.
They betting out in this movement. I wish they had tried.
It's like, oh, you better not. Thanos. Their MCU or Marvel has stated that they are looking to bring in Thanos' brother to make a appearance in the MCU. For those who are not aware of who Thanos' brother is not if you're familiar with comics, he goes by the name Star Fox, and he's actually a good guy. So it probably more than likely may be in Eternals.
Damn everybody else. Don't bring in nobody else until you bring in goddamn Galactus.
I agree, because I don't think Nebula needs that trauma. Like, she don't need no memory of that dude.
Well, Star Fox don't look nothing like Star Fox looks like nothing. He looks more like a human, and
Thanos siblings did look nothing like him. Like it seemed like all of them look different because, like, all of them look different.
Yeah, and he actually joins up to fight against his brother because he's actually more like his personality. He's more like a playboy. For the most part, but he's really powerful. But he didn't in the beginning. He didn't take a whole lot of stuff seriously until his brother got real serious about killing everybody. So,
I mean, because you had Thanos, Star Fox. I think Adam was supposed to be one of them until they changed the story up. Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken.
But yeah, so we probably may get him, which, like I said, his origin comes from the Eternals, so that might be probably more something we'll probably see in the new Eternal movie. It kind of sucks that we ain't gonna get Eternals in February now, because I was kind of looking forward to seeing this mug in November.
Yeah.
All right, Destiny 2. So Destiny 2 did a reveal event this past Tuesday on June 9th, and so they revealed the season 11, which just launched this Tuesday, and he also pretty much discussed the next 3 years of Destiny. And so a lot of people have been speculating that, when is Destiny 3 coming? When is there going to be a Destiny 3? And so with this reveal, this is basically stated for at least until 2022, we're going to still be rocking with Destiny 2. And a lot of people say, we think about it from a standpoint where they've taken the game, where they've got the game from where it came from, is kind of in their best interest to keep pushing with the Destiny 2, I guess you could say, IP itself. So kind of some of the things they announced, though. So this fall, Beyond Light will be one of them. Next year will be the expansion will be the Witch Queen. If any of those are familiar with or heard the name Savathun. Lightfall is the expansion for 2022. So, and for those who may have played or probably played it, fell off a little bit. We're also getting new subclass abilities that'll be more in relation to the darkness. So there's gonna be some couple things we're gonna get. We'll also be getting a new planet called Europa, and they also talked about a new system called the Destiny Vault, which a lot of the planets that they're not using currently, they're gonna basically what they say kind of vault them. And then they're going to also bring back, for those who play Destiny 1, the Cosmodrome, bring back some of that, and also bring back some new raids. So this fall, they'll be having the current new raid that they would normally come out with, but this fall they will have 3 raids to choose from. 2 old ones and 1 new one. So let's see, what else? Young, how's your Return to Destiny going?
I started playing, got confused, and it stopped. I'm gonna be honest. And I started watching Naruto. I was just I was playing the game. I was just okay, yeah, I'm confused because I got to one board and I was just couldn't find out where to go. I was just running in a big circle, just steady running in a big circle in the cave. And I got frustrated, and I was just yeah, I'm going to try this another time. And I just started from the first episode of Naruto, and now I'm on episode 109. So, and when did that drop? When did the DLC drop?
And on Tuesday?
Yeah, and I'm already into 109 episodes in the Naruto.
Yeah, I can't. Let's see. I can't. I really
Hey, y'all
can't.
should see how hype Royalty was on his live stream. That man was super duper hype.
Oh, bro, it's like that's. I mean, because like really, like with Destiny, man, like a lot of people have talked so much cash about like, oh, it's dead game, blah blah blah. Oh, are you still playing that or blah? You know, so for people to
I'm
say,
gonna be
like,
honest, I really I be buying the DLCs and stuff. I'm not into it like that no more. Like I play it with y'all, but just being into it, I'm just really not into it. Like the way I was in the Final Fantasy, the way I was into the Division too. Like I just not into Destiny like that
Division
no
is
more.
the one that's like really like so. With Division 2, if you in retrospect, like on the when you look at the game, a lot of people find themselves either finding it or getting back into it. The Division on the side of the team that runs that game, it's a big clusterfuck if you just go watch the state of the games every single week. Because this past week, I literally heard the dude say that the raid is coming out this date, and they showed like a bunch of people that was working on the game, and then the guy, that's the community manager, came back and was like, "When the raid coming out?" Oh, we didn't say the raid was coming. I'm like, this boy literally changed the date of when I didn't say the raid was coming. I'm like, bro, you did just say the raid was coming out this date. And I'm like, Jesus, like really?
Yeah,
he messed up because if you listen to them speak, they always be tiptoeing. Yes. They always be like, we think this may and it could, like they talk like that. They don't never just
like they don't make say, okay, they don't make no decisions on anything that's coming out other than working on game fixes and bugs and patches.
I can tell it's just too many hands in the pot over there. Like they need to restructure that team and like get everything.
And I think they have, man. I think a lot of people have actually, the team that was working on like the PvP, I think they left and they got, because they working on this, because Massive has this big contract for this Avatar game that's probably going to be just straight Euro trash. And because it's a game based off a movie, of course it's going to be trash. Nice. So they've been kind of moving all their resources for that team to work on that game, and so, but yeah, so no, they're
I've been having some fun playing this Warlords in New York. I'm almost to Keener. I think I got one more person to go to.
Like it was a good.
That fight gonna make
that was a good deal. That was a good DLC. Warlords in New York. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and prepare you for fighting Keener, man. Practice all your cuss words.
Yes, he's not lying.
Let me see. Yeah, practice all your cuss words, but practice control so you don't throw your joystick. Make sure ain't nobody around you. Well, don't punch your
don't slam the keyboard.
Yeah, make sure nobody around you that you can swing your arm at and accidentally punch
or knock
Chico.
Out, yes. Yeah,
my little puppy.
You ain't lying about that.
Get beer, but don't
get beer. I'll put this on the list. Get beer. Check.
You will need something.
Hey, you want to
relieve your stress,
man.
Okay. Hey, if you want to learn how to do some insults, you can come to me, man. I got your back.
Okay.
I got your back.
Insult? Nah, he ain't like he talking to the he gonna be straight talking to the computer.
Oh,
because Keener he gonna piss you.
Like, bro,
put it this way. I can easily say this. Every skill you got that you only can carry 2 of, he got all of them.
He got all of them.
All of them.
And dropped them all at one time.
Oh, no. I'm going to team up.
I like how you said
the numbers.
Doing that by yourself is okay.
Oh, I did it by myself. I beat it, but boy, it was oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh, my God. I think I'm going to be all right, though, because I'm using a pretty, I don't use automatic weapons. I use semi-autos. Them rifles be super powerful.
Yeah, they do. So. No, they do. Let me see what else, man, on Destiny before we move on. Get new subclasses.
Oh, yeah, I'm a rifle dude. That's all I use, rifles. So, you know what I'm saying? because they
got an
with
automatic
rifle
weapon
hit.
equipped. But
So here's what I would.
I don't,
So here's what I would say to like Snap. I know Snap. You said you just re-downloaded, updated your version of Destiny. I would say like if y'all have some time, like go listen to it's a guy by the name My Name is Bife or Mylan Games, and so they're like the lore dudes for like the game. So like a lot of the text you find on like the weapons and the armor and stuff like that. That's where all the lore is kind of like at on the game. I would say go watch those dudes' videos. It kind of pulls you in because now you understand like the story and what's going on and all that stuff. Because I know like Young, he came in Destiny 2, so he only knows the stuff about the Red War and all that stuff that happened in Destiny 2, but he don't know nothing that happened in Destiny 1. Or he won't know why somebody's like super excited that the Exo Stranger, this female Exo, has finally showed up again. He don't know why people are excited about that. So.
I ain't even really paying too much. Like I done went and got like I got armor. Like this is how confused I am. I go and I see that I got armor I own, but I can't find the armor. It says that I already own it, but I can't find it. Then I went and got some weapons from somebody in the new part of the tower, and she talking about I need access to a vault. And I can't even see how to use these weapons. Because
that's because you like dropped off. You dropped off like brown black armor, and you don't even know who Ada One is and all this other stuff. Because I know where you at, but you don't even have to do any of that, honestly. But
I'm just.
I want that sword. I want that sword you put in the group chat. That's what I want.
Oh, you can get that sword. You just gotta.
Oh.
You gotta grind to get it, but you can get that sword. That sword does.
I gotta grind for it.
That sword does some damage, bro. Like
I wait on. When we finish talking about Disney, let's jump to this PS5 conversation.
Oh, we are. We got that a couple of topics ago. Doom Patrol Season 2 trailer dropped this week as well. I won't give too much. I mean, there's not really a whole lot you can really give away. It wasn't really too much revealing on what is really going down in Season 2, but it'll be coming to HBO Max. That's probably the big takeaway from that particular trailer that happened. And just kind of like really just, saying that they're a legit team. It feels like a lot of them, because watch the first season, they're not really superheroes in the beginning. They don't know. They're just a bunch of hodgepodge of people that had accidents that happened to them, and they just somehow be in the same household. And so they slowly learn how to become heroes. So a lot of people that I've turned on to that show, man, they like, the show is really good. I never really thought of it. So if you never watch Doom Patrol, I suggest you give it a watch if you have HBO Max or DC Universe.
Is it like that show that came on Netflix? The one with the superheroes?
Oh, like Defenders?
No, it wasn't even Marvel, I don't think.
Oh, you talking about? I know you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, with the ape and everything?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Is it like that?
Similar. Oh, but like Doom Patrol is just more raunchy though. Because okay. I'm gonna tell you who your favorite person's gonna be. She my favorite. Like Crazy Jane, bro. She's like
no, like the most raunchiest superhero movie out. I mean, TV show out there is The Boys.
Yeah, no,
The Boys, man.
Man, I'm still waiting. Like
Season 2, baby. Where you at?
Yeah, we know that's like the. I mean, come on. I mean, how the whole premise of the show. AT&T is looking to sell Warner Brothers Interactive, which is the gaming division of Warner Brothers. The deals look to be a $4 billion deal. The games that could be acquired are the Harry Potter games, Mad Max, Batman Arkham series, Mortal Kombat, Injustice, and all the games in the Lego series. And the usual suspects that's kind of like looking around trying to acquire it. EA, Take-Two Interactive is looking at it. And there was another company that I saw in that article that was looking at it as well. And Activision, of course.
None of y'all
in Activision. Oh,
yeah, none of y'all just had the idea I had.
What?
About what?
Let's just go ahead, throw on these business suits, go to the bank, be like, yo, we need to borrow $4 billion, and we'll make it back by this time next year.
With all that's going on now, they might give it to him.
Yeah, they're right. You never learn. It's like, shoot.
Like, yo, let us buy this gaming company, and what we gonna do is we gonna buy the gaming company for $4 billion, and we gonna part out these games. We gonna sell them to different companies and make our money back and pay y'all money.
So out of the companies that were named, I have a feeling that if they do get purchased by one of the big companies, I have a feeling NetherRealm is gonna go independent. I feel like Ed Boon at this point, he probably won't want to be under another big company anymore. I feel like he would just like take his money because he's been the head of NetherRealm for so long. Take his money and just take NetherRealm as an indie game developer, and Mortal Kombat and just to be developed independent and see if he can probably get that license as well.
See, that's dumb on Warner Brothers' part to get rid of the gaming division, because with the animation division you got Mortal Kombat in there, and you're gonna separate the gaming like why not just go ahead and keep all that together? Because it seems like NWB gaming, like Mortal Kombat in the DC games, is gonna pretty much be your. Is gonna be
I don't understand why they want to sell it, because another series that's lumped in there is Lord of the Rings. It may have been in there, I may have missed it. Is putting it in his
it should be with them too.
But yeah, Lord of the Rings is one of them. Like Shadow of Mordor is one of the properties that they have, because they use the same Arkham fighting system in Mad Max and in the Mordor games. And so I'm like, these are like really good games, dude. I'm like, how the hell are y'all? I mean, either they're not turning profit or they're just trying to shed the fat. One of the two. So
I never understand. So.
And being it's an AT&T move, you know, they the big daddy over Warner Brothers, so they probably don't really have a choice in the matter, probably.
Nope.
So, all right. So, Thursday on a lot of different platforms, from Twitch to YouTube to primarily those were really the main two that was really being shown on. Like Twitter as well, that was on there too.
Facebook.
Facebook. I don't know. PlayStation wasn't streaming. The IGN was streaming it through Facebook, but the official PlayStation wasn't, because I was trying to watch party it, but that didn't work out that well because I had to go through another route to get it on our community page. But yeah, so we finally got the reveal for the PS5, at least from a standpoint of how the system will look, which has been speculated to no ends forever in a day of like just rumored screenshots at the wazoo. Still being rumored, still dealing with rumored pricing and all that stuff, which a lot of it still doesn't hold any weight. But yes, we got the reveal. We also got a slew of games. I want to preface this that Grand Theft Auto 5 won't freaking die, but that's just the first game.
Lord.
Wait, I gotta stir up the pot, man. We can't skip over the thoughts on design. The thoughts on design.
Man. My
God, why, man?
My nephew hit me up, and my nephew told me that the PS5 looks like Frieza.
It looks cool. It just looks like a router. But it looks cool. I can't.
I mean, the Xbox looks like a big desktop, and it's the router to its desktop. I mean,
I mean,
I'd rather have the router than the mini fridge.
Right.
Look,
right.
I'm gonna say this. We all, like most people, had a lot of things to say about Xbox and PS4 when Xbox One when they first came out. But I'm like this over time. They ain't gonna care too much about how this thing how it gonna look. So
no, they're not. It's just the current thing.
I mean,
PlayStation don't have anything else to say.
Sony's always won with design, right? Just in anything over Microsoft. But I think that it. So, and another thing I was looking at is how big it was going to be. They said it's going to be bigger than the Pro. Even the non-disc drive one is going to be taller than the Pro, and the Pro is huge. Yeah, so this thing is going to take up a lot of space, and you can't. I don't think you can sit it horizontally. It's only vertical.
You can. There are pictures.
You can.
There are pictures of it sitting flat.
I ain't seen it.
Yeah.
Because it don't look like you can. So, well,
when it's standing up, it's on a stand. It's not just
but they always
up on his own.
they always tend to show like every console in the when they for whatever reason, I don't know.
Since the PlayStation 2, they always when they show it, they show it standing vertical.
For whatever reason, I'm guessing that's the way they intended it for it to be. I don't know, but this is where they always show them. But we, as consumers, we tend to always lay them down. So
y'all remember how big the first PlayStation 3 was?
Yeah.
And
oh my god.
Yes.
They promoted it standing vertical.
Yeah. Which I I see why they do that, but
that thing.
All right, so this is what
nice.
I do. Since we've been having these arguments, it's been these back and forths. Ever since
y'all been out there at war.
Yeah, we've been out here at war. Like, let's just be
angry.
Let's be honest. Every year, PlayStation changes the design. Every generation, PlayStation changes the design of their system, and it seems to have evolved with time to match the times, basically. So
yeah,
just like look wise, the aesthetics of it, it's futuristic. We in a whole nother decade. Stuff is gonna start looking different anyway. So
that makes me curious about what the mid-cycle refresh is gonna look like. That boy gonna look like a damn UFO.
Probably so. And more than likely, they're gonna make it smaller.
Yeah.
Because the mid-cycle unit is smaller.
The mid-cycle unit is always less costly parts, slimmer, and then they start coming out with freaking Skittle colors.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so what I'm finna do is run through the specs of the PlayStation 5 versus the Xbox Series X.
Hold on. Before we do that part, let's talk about because there's a lot of games.
I mean, the games listed in here too. They got the exclusives. So when I get to the games, we can talk about the games that each got that's exclusive.
Okay.
All right. So price on both systems is to be determined, but it's estimated that it's going to be somewhere between $499 and $799, which makes sense. That's a nice price range, $400 price range. In between
for the 9 disc.
I don't believe the $799.
More than likely.
It's just like not. But
$699 maybe, but
I don't even believe
between $499. We just say between $499 and $799. So it's gonna be somewhere between $500 and $800.
I don't think they're gonna cross the threshold of $600. That's just where people are from a consumer PC person. PC people can justify because the greatest a great unit pre-built, not you building it yourself, is about two stacks.
Right. But then we got to look at.
Go ahead.
Then we got to look at that whole drop off of new consumers because everybody's not going to run out and get it.
Right.
So it's going to be for the elite for at least through the mid 2021.
No, they want to capture that because I don't know if y'all even remember the article of this is pre Xbox Series X PlayStation Pro that somebody said that the gaming companies are gonna go in the way of like how cell phones are, which there's a version, then they come out. That's kind of like it's good. It's a one size fit all type of application. But then there's gonna be the one that's for the hardcore, not still a word from Xbox, the elite of like gamers, which is what the Pro was, and which is what the Series X was. So don't be surprised if we see another version, and then those versions could potentially be $700 because they've already have a good install base. At that point they can charge whatever they want to, and like you could choose to buy it or not, but you also got this lower price one over here if you don't want to buy this higher price one. So they gotta hit on a price point that kind of like gets for everybody. They can't just go hardcore gamer, even though some of us are gamers. That's what we really want, but we you can't just look at yourself. You got to look at the big picture of everybody, kids, parents that's going to buy this crap for their kids, boyfriends they're going to get it bought from their girlfriend, that type of thing. So
I wanted the 5, Mom. You got me the 4.
Hey, fellas,
get a job.
fellas. I'm going to put this out here. I'm probably going to catch some hell for this.
You are.
But for all those guys that want a PlayStation 5, and if your girlfriend or your wife is tripping, talk about, oh, why you want to pay so much for a gaming system, whoop-de-whoop, let them know that that's one-time fee for that game is equivalent, because by the end of the year, they have been spent 5 times more than that on hair, nails, purchase, and makeup.
Facts.
I don't have that issue sometimes.
I wish Tink was on here so she could counteract that argument, but
I'm pretty sure she's gonna hit you back with a rebuttal soon.
All right,
but go ahead with the specs.
Release dates to be determined, but it's gonna be holiday 2020. So I'm pretty sure we'll have a price by October. Well, no, September. I'm pretty sure the price is gonna drop September. Release date is gonna be in November. More than likely for the Black Friday sale, which
August.
It won't be on sale.
Oh, there's gonna be
it's gonna be released.
Tons of knuckleheads that are gonna ask the question though. But anyway, go for it.
All right, so key exclusives. So this is where, to me, PlayStation is always gonna win, and it's when it comes to exclusives. Why? Because they was in the market first, and it's because they deal with more companies. Plus,
I won't even say
has their own studio now.
I won't even say that though. With both of them, respectfully, Xbox or Microsoft has kind of like re-upped on the studios that have been working with them, and they've signed them to Microsoft Studios. So they're trying to do more first party games. But this is where the rubber hits the road, is that PlayStation has a better track record with single player games. They have a better Metacritic rating on their single player games than Xbox does. Mm-hmm. So which is why, from a consumer standpoint, or from anybody that says it, or the Xbox guy versus the PlayStation guy, is like, y'all only got single player games. Well, guess what, bitch? Y'all can't make good single player games. So that's the point we're trying to make. Where you say that Microsoft does better multiplayer games. Well, y'all don't make good single player games. That's not why y'all only got multiplayer. So,
but it's saying like the only multiplayer game Microsoft got. Let me stop. All right, so I'm gonna start off with Xbox.
Halo 5
since they got less exclusives than PlayStation. So Xbox lives off this one game, in my opinion. That's all they live off of, is this one game, and that's Halo. I feel like if they just
you
really
hating on Ori and the Blind Forest, bro? Come on.
Halo, I wouldn't even. So young Halo, I wouldn't even say, because when Halo was great,
I feel like they live off Halo and Gears. I really feel like,
but that's true though.
That's a true statement. But I'm saying when Halo was great, for those who had Xboxes, I think that's probably between me, Dope, and Snapback. When was Halo great? 1, 2, and 3, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Who made Halo 1, 2, and 3? The company that makes Destiny 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Bungie.
Thank you. Do they make exclusive games for Microsoft anymore? No. Okay. Proceed.
Alright, then. Okay, so the only 2 exclusives that they show off for Xbox Series X, first of all, they were lazy as hell on their naming. But we go. It's not like PlayStation 5 was a stretch either. But
the naming, I feel like it's like throw some names in there and pick one out. That's what we're going with. All right, cool.
It's not like there was a stretch for PlayStation 5 neither. But why?
Okay, the one file for PlayStation is the CES 2020. We got PlayStation 5 news coming over at CES. Here's our logo. Bitch, that's the same logo that we looked at last year.
Right.
But okay, you got Halo Infinite and Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. So that's all thing they got for exclusives at this moment. All right,
That's a
if you
big
watched
one,
the
though.
PlayStation reveal, you saw a hell of a lot of games, but these are just the key ones right here. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Spider-Man is going to always be a PlayStation. As long as Sony owns Spider-Man, that's always going to be a PlayStation exclusive.
But that's a DLC. That's not a full. I mean,
We getting rumors because some people like.
Okay, I have the. So it was.
You got the official release, right?
It's cleared up. So initially, at first, the morning after the reveal, it was said that it was downloadable content. It is not downloadable content. It is. If anybody that's played Uncharted 4, do you remember Uncharted Lost Legacy? It's a standalone game by itself that takes place in the same
with
world,
the 2 girls.
realm. Yeah, because those same girls were introduced in Uncharted 4. So it's a standalone game, probably going to be roughly about $30, $40. That's going to be Spider-Man Miles Morales. So, because Lost Legacy was like 30, I think.
That's like giving us a month in Black History Month, bro. Come on,
wait a
man. Y'all couldn't give us a full game.
I had a question about that Lost Legacy. I thought one of them girls was introduced in a previous game, not Nadine, but the other one.
The other one, I think, is yeah.
Okay.
I haven't even played through the whole thing with doggone so.
All right, so Spider-Man Miles Morales, Horizon 2, which is what's called Forbidden West. So for all y'all that's played Horizon Zero Dawn that have been waiting on part 2, yes, it's coming. And it looks great.
Yeah, it does. You got Gran Turismo 7, which was a tech demo for 8K TV, so a lot of people have probably preemptively seen that already.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart.
Right.
I'm interested in that one.
This game to be an animated game, and now if anybody that saw the trailer, like if you look at the scene when walking, I think it was like walking up steps or something like that, but like the shadows on the ground. After Dope explained what is it called? Ray tracing?
Ray tracing, yeah.
When he explained ray tracing to me, I was like, that's ray tracing. That's fucking ray tracing right there.
Yeah.
So with that game in particular, if you want to understand what ray tracing is, Ratchet and Clank is the epitome of that. And then like there's a scene like with he's walking through like there's like a bunch of different multicolored flowers. That crap looks amazing. And again, for it to be an animated game, I've been playing Ratchet and Clank since it's been out since PS2, I think.
Yeah.
I've been playing since then.
Yeah, it was PS2. Because it was in that same it was in the same generation with Jack and Daxter and all that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What's some other games I remember? I mean, there's other games. Like Project.
What was it? Dark Souls.
That Project Thea. That's that was from the demo of when they first was talking about it, right?
Okay. That's what they look like. Okay. So
now, mine was intrigued me was Deathloop.
Yeah, Deathloop is by Bethesda.
Fire. Yeah, Bethesda and what's that? Arcane Studios. They did Prey, and Prey was a good ass game. So
yeah, Prey was a very good game. I just hope because Bethesda has not been on a good track record with things like Fallout 76 and such. So I really hope they don't flub this particular game or put something in there that could have really offend, because the main character is black. I don't hope they do anything that would just seriously offend black people. Then it's just game just completely go off the rails. Just saying, not predicting the future, just saying don't do that. What else? Returnal. This game had like it's kind of like a space. She's an astronaut or whatever. But the trailer from Return looked really cool. You got what else? Sackboy Big Adventure, which I kind of felt like Sackboy at some point was just gonna get his own game. He's like I won't even say Mario, but he's kind of like their.
He looked like Tom. He looked like the original Tom from Toonami.
The original Tom from Toonami.
Let's just be honest. Like, y'all don't remember the original Tom from Toonami?
Of course we do. Well, I do.
I don't.
I remember him. Clearly.
Vaguely.
That's what I'm saying, vaguely.
I remember him. Short and stout.
That's basically what it looked like. Like the original Tom was short, stout, had a little pop belly, It had like the nuclear symbol on his stomach.
Yep.
I don't remember that.
Silver and navy blue.
Yep.
You got Destruction All Stars. Kingdom Bridge of Spears looked really cool to me. You got Goodbye Volcano High. We got a Return of Oddworld.
So I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually I don't know why I feel very intrigued by that game. Goodbye Volcano High. So what exactly is it supposed to be?
If it's anything like what I'm thinking about, the volcano, like I ain't see that preview, but what I just heard,
it ain't what you think.
Oh,
because I saw the name of the school and I'm like, wait, hold on, is this what I think it is?
I think it is.
TV like some years ago? No, it ain't that. Sorry, it's not that. That's what I thought when I first saw the name of the school and the girl's shirt in the video. I'm like, wait, is this? No, it's not. You got the Return of Oddworld, so Oddworld, Soulstorm. You got Ghostwire Tokyo. We got another trailer for Godfall. Godfall is supposed to be a RPG slasher. Again, the other D word gets thrown in the conversation of a Destiny 2 like game, but not a shooter, but like a hack and slash. So there's a lot of high hopes behind Godfall.
I was impressed by that preview. I was excited to see that. I mean, I'm excited to play that game.
Yeah, Godfall and Outriders are two games that are kind of like, it's when games are trying to do that, they're not. I know Outriders said they're not trying to do games as a hobby type game, but when it's open world RPG type of thing, you just kind of wonder, like, okay, what y'all trying to do? Because like Anthem tried to do that. I'm still waiting for that game. I'm waiting for this Anthem 2.0 whenever they drop that. Then you got what's the other game? Solar Ash, The Hitman Returns.
Oh,
that looks hella dope.
That made me want to go play Hitman 1 and 2 just to get ready for that.
Oh, the episodics are really good too that they have on PlayStation. Forgot what it's called. Because there are Hitman games out. But they did it kind of different. They did it as in an episode type way, where it was like different. It was like a different mission, and you had a different target each episode.
That was Hitman 3 too.
Oh, that was too. Okay,
they did. Yeah, they did it in like episodes. Yeah,
because the last one before that was a full game. I think it was Absolution, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Absolution was the last one. I remember I bought that one. It was on PS3. You got Astro Playroom, which is basically meaning that the camera is going to be a thing. It's a game that's probably on the PlayStation Not camera.
Wait, that's the one that looked like Mario Odyssey?
I don't feel that felt like Mario Odyssey. It was just I feel like it was just a robot party game. It's like those robots on there look more like the Toonami robot to me.
Is it like some of the like levels in it look like, because if you play did you play Mario Odyssey?
I have Mario Odyssey
on my Switch. Played it ad nauseum.
It just looks like it to me, like at first glance, and I have fun with that. So if it is like it, then more than likely I'll have fun with it. But yeah, it just kind of reminded me of that a little bit.
Let's see.
I'm surprised that when they showed the accessories to the PlayStation 5 that they didn't have the VR or a new VR incorporating like system to go with it.
It's probably
coming.
It's probably gonna be back.
I'm pretty sure it's coming.
Or they're gonna come out with they probably will come out with another version, but it's probably gonna be. I'm feeling the current one since it hasn't been out. Sony's pretty good at making older stuff work with new stuff. They don't really like let it go. So I can really kind of see them patching. It may not work at launch with the VR. They'll eventually probably patch it in where it's compatible, where you can play VR games. Because, I mean, you got to think about it. A lot of people were saying, like, oh, well, they didn't talk about backwards compatibility and what was going to be. They already said in the freaking little stupid tech thing that it was going to be backwards compatible. What more do you want?
Speaking of backwards compatibility,
I'm getting it if it go.
Almost all PS4 games, including optimized PS4 Pro titles, will be playable on the PS5. With the Xbox, all Xbox One games, select Xbox 360 and original Xbox game. So when it comes, that's the one, like that's a win for Xbox. If you can go all the way back and play original Xbox games, if you still got the disc. you could play it in your new Xbox. With the PlayStation 5, you can only go back as far back as the PlayStation 4 hard disk game. But if you got PlayStation Now, you can go all
Yeah, you got that,
it digital.
So I'm wondering if they're going to, because there's some PS1 games in the PlayStation Store, but if you have a PS4 or whatever, because it's not compatible, you can't really see it in the store. So I'm wondering, would it be a thing where they just, open that architecture up to be able to see all those games that are available? Because if you think about it, for any of us that had PlayStation Plus during the PS3 era and all the free games that we took advantage of on top of your PS4 games you have now digitally, you have a pretty freaking large library again. At least I know I do.
Man. Yeah, and then that's what I like about the PlayStation Plus. When they give you a free game, you get all the DLCs with it. Like, they give you the full game.
And I think I'm probably just going to end up subscribing to now, like, permanently, because, for $10 a month,
So what games are y'all going to get when y'all get the PS5?
I'll get back to you.
Spider-Man Miles Morales is definitely a gift for me from the jump.
That's the one for me.
I think I'm saying
know the other game.
When is Returnal coming out? Is that
Returnal?
2021?
I don't know. That one I didn't see. Because I was trying to catch.
If that come out, I'm getting that one.
Yeah, that
I
one.
was thinking the first two is gonna be Spider-Man and Horizon. For me, I think those the two that's gonna drop the holiday.
Around the time of the year did the original Horizon come out? Because I wonder if it's going to be a launch title. Because Sony has a cadence with a lot of their games when they drop them during a certain time. They kind of pick the same time of year that they've dropped the game previously. Let's see, when did Horizon come out back then? It came out in February of 2017, so it's probably gonna be February of 2021.
Now I got a dilemma because now I'm like, I was gonna get Cyberpunk on PC. Now I'm probably just gonna get it on PlayStation 5.
Yeah,
you just had to say that. Oh, I forgot about Cyberpunk. I really did.
I wonder.
Just waiting on Street Fighter 6.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be coming at some point, like Capcom, because it's still like a lot of there's still a lot more conferences that are gonna happen. Because the thing about this, E3 would have been this week. We would have had probably 10 times more to talk about this week if there was an E3, because we would have had more conferences that would have been going on. EA, I think is going EA Live. I think it's either this week or next week. I think it's this week. So we're gonna have that for next week. I'm trying to think who else. Ubisoft. They're gonna have to go at some point or in some way as well too. They had the PC Gamers festival on Saturday on Twitch.
Wasn't that good?
I saw part of that. Let me see, but as far as other games, man, of course, I forgot to mention this doing the Destiny thing. It'll be on PS5, Xbox Series X, 4K running at 60 frames. So they'll have that. So we'll get a vast improvement for those who've never played Destiny on PC. With Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto is not going to be GTA, the story. It is going to be Grand Theft Auto Online for PlayStation 5 exclusively for I don't know how long, but they get it.
Which is just The Sims with killing.
Pretty much.
Basically.
Yeah.
It is Animal Crossing with killing.
Maybe it's just me. I think I'm probably the only one that's actually I don't know. I actually did get a bit hyped when I saw Resident Evil 8, but then again, that might be because
Resident Evil 8. I forgot about that. Yeah, Resident Evil 8.
Yeah, I actually
Resident
got hyped.
Evil Village.
We're gonna get an 8. We're gonna actually get an 8. Yes.
Those games.
I was actually lost in the Resident Evil story. Like, I think I haven't played Resident Evil since like 3.
So 7, you go. What's her name? I forgot. Your girl run off, and you got to go to this mansion and save her, basically.
Yeah, because your character name's Ethan, I believe.
Ethan.
Yeah,
and supposedly,
the protagonist is gonna be his girl. What's her name?
I can't remember because I beat Resident Evil years ago, man. It's been a minute since I played Resident Evil 7, but I just remember that was the grossest game I've ever played because the character was so real.
I had it on PlayStation 4, and then I bought it again on Xbox One X. I was like, and then I bought it again on PC.
Yeah, rumor has it that the guy Ethan is in the he's in 8.
Yeah, he's in it.
And then Leon, the older version of Leon, shows up too. Has something to do with that all that stuff.
Alright, so let's get in the guts of these systems. We finna get into the hardware. And this is what really matters to a lot of people. But, we'll see. Alright, so the CPU. Alright, PlayStation 5 running an 8-core 3.5 gigahertz AMD Zen 2 processor. Xbox Series X is running an 8-core 3.8 gigahertz AMD Zen 2. So 0.3 more gigahertz for the Xbox Series X,
which doesn't matter.
Not really.
Yeah, which we talking about because you're talking about the teraflops, right?
No, that one I wasn't talking about teraflop. We
has more teraflops.
We was in the
GPU. Yeah, but if you do it from percentage standpoint, it's not that much. It's 2%.
All right, so when we get into the GPU, that's when we get into teraflops. PlayStation 5 got 10.3 teraflops, AMD RDNA 2, and Xbox got the 12 teraflops, AMD RDNA 2. So
here's the. Okay.
I mean, but the resolution and frame rate, it won't matter. No. All that's gonna matter is textures. Maybe shaders and things like that.
And a lot of that stuff on the console is locked.
The engine that the PlayStation, the software that the PlayStation running, is more efficient.
So here's the biggest thing from the specs. This is the thing that a lot of people that I kind of like look at, but like a lot of people haven't caught. The so PlayStation has they have, I think it was 865, 825 terabyte, which is a custom SSD. And
hey, you jumping ahead of me. I was gonna get to that.
I want to I kind of like remembered that, but what I'm thinking about is like this expansion bay is kind of like the big part of the conversation, because the Xbox, it only says supports 1 terabyte, and that's it.
What?
The PlayStation.
All right. Let me get that. Let me get to the memory. All right, so we're gonna get into RAM. RAM each got 16 gigabytes of RAM, which in PC standards is trash. Like we are beyond 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Some AAA titles are using like 14.
Like it need to get to the point where we talking 32 or better.
Right.
Oh, so like they both failed on that end of the spec.
But to that, so to speak to that though, your PC is running other things,
right?
Whereas this is gonna be strictly for gaming. So so they maximize on that 16.
Yeah, the operating system they probably running it on is hella light.
It's optimized.
Yeah. All right, so we in storage now. So the PlayStation 5 got a 825 gigabyte custom SSD. And Xbox is running a 1 terabyte custom NVMe SSD.
Mm-hmm.
So the hard drive for the PlayStation is a custom made solid state hard drive.
Yeah, they say nobody else.
It'll be NVMe as
nobody else has it in the world. It's a special one they have.
Yeah, like, that boy Linus backtracked on that.
They gonna end up changing it. But you can
we make that price point go up even higher. Hell yeah, they're gonna freaking backtrack on it.
But you could buy which this kind of gives Xbox if they only can support up to 1 terabyte. Like I don't know what they're gonna do, but you can just go buy a regular SS, solid state hard drive and add to your Xbox. So if it only supports up to 1 terabyte and you go buy a 2 terabyte solid state hard drive, I'm not sure if it's gonna work within your system.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't know if those externals like the current generation we're in right now, if you can even.
No, I'm not talking about an external. I'm talking about like how you could just swap out the hard drive in your system.
Yeah, you can do that on an Xbox no way because they would never allow you that. You only could plug in you only can plug in a external hard drive to an Xbox. PlayStation allows you to upgrade the internal hard drive and add a extra hard drive on the outside if you wanted to, and it doesn't void warranty. So you can
resolution. Both say they go up to 8K, which they just put it this
asterisk way. 8K, but what's the frame rate though?
All right, so frame rate 120 frames per second. Both of them.
Not on 8K. Can't be.
No.
Unless you roll it with a monitor.
That's gonna be a 4K. You'll get 120 frames
4K or 1440.
Barely on 4K.
Yeah.
All right, let's be honest here. Let's be completely transparent here, people. For those who don't know, consoles nor does Blu-ray put out like true 4K. Like if you were to go to a movie theater, it's like really way less pixels. So
like it's called like
it's consumer 4K basically. That's the best way to say it.
Let's just put it out there like how it is. Unless you run in your movies and stuff through your PC, and if you got an up-to-date PC,
not even,
and your PC is connected to your TV or your monitor that's designed for true 4K, then your frame rates like aren't gonna be what you.
Well, you know, you got some TV companies claiming Samsung that they can run 1 millisecond, but that's here nor there. But
no.
Hey, we gonna cut out that Samsung disrespect.
I'm just saying, bro. They the one that said they can be gaming on their TV, and they're trying to compete with freaking BenQs and freaking Asuses and stuff.
The B and the C series is the ones you get closest to. That it's not 1 millisecond, but it's close. It's
close enough.
We have gaming mode. You can go 1 millisecond. No, you can't. It's a freaking
right. No.
I mean,
stop it, Samsung. Stop it.
It's an estimated.
Yeah, them and LG
Come on,
too.
Man.
They both.
Nobody is really giving us what they saying they're giving us.
Yeah. All right. So on the.
We talk about on the optical disc drives. Both Xbox finally moved up the Blu-ray.
No, they been here Blu-ray, bro.
No, Xbox One X has a 4K Blu-ray.
Yeah, 4K Blu-ray, and so does the S.
Took them long though.
Well, you mean your competitor has the hold on the format, so I mean,
they jumped on that bullshit. What was it? Blu-ray? I mean,
HD.
Yeah, that shit that didn't last.
Panasonic, yeah, I remember.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so
to buy a whole new system for.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so with the last part, cause we got to wrap. What is it called? The NVE. The expansion, Xbox. Well, on the specs there, because I know I kind of
NVMe.
I know which one you're looking at. It only says 1 terabyte, which kind of worries me on the Xbox. PlayStation is saying they're gonna have. I saw a screenshot of them, of like a bunch of different NVEs just sitting on just like a photo of it. So it makes it seem they're gonna have various options for you to use or for you to plug into your PS5. So I'm wondering.
I mean, if I can plug an external hard drive up to my PS5, that's a plus. Like, as long as I ain't got, like, I've done it, but I hate opening up my game and switching out the hard drive. I'd rather just.
But with the NVE, it's. If they have a slot for it that you just pop it in, I think that would be a.
Yeah, that's cool too, but
it'd have to be proprietary because the way that's formatted, the way it's made, it needs screws.
Yeah, and for Sony, I think it is proprietary. So I mean, if they're really trying to because physical games are slowly dying, and they're coming out with you saw the controller dock, you saw the camera. You definitely bet that they're gonna be banking on these expansion for these storages for these systems. So people don't be upset that it's proprietary because it probably is gonna be. Because that's where they're gonna make their money at. Because
and that's Sony, right? That's the nature of them. They've been doing proprietary memory. Well, yeah, of course. But Sony with the Microsoft is a lot of times had. Well, I think the first Xbox had memory cards.
Yeah.
And then the second one it was just expandable hard drives, right?
Yeah.
Those little look like little clips you put on the side of it.
Yeah.
But Sony, like, even with their non-gaming products, like, remember the memory stick duos and all that stuff with their cameras, and that's just them.
Hey, so. Apple been doing it for years, and ain't nobody yelled at them yet. But
yeah.
You ain't gonna talk about like the freaking AC adapter that freaking spurl apart that you pay $89 for, but.
Oh yeah, Apple dropping Intel too. We ain't get on that. They're making their own chips now. But that's another topic for another day.
But yeah, man.
The new Apple phones are gonna be trash.
We gonna okay.
They ain't already.
Because the new MacBooks and their phones gonna have pretty much the same processor, like
ARM.
And Apple, to me, Apple needs to be like Apple or Microsoft need to focus on what their specialty is perfect your specialty before you move into other ventures.
Ooh, we can say a lot of electronic companies in that conversation, but we're gonna keep moving forward. I want to say I think that's it, man, for this episode.
What happened to the dope gamer?
Huh?
He was saying something and then he just disappeared.
He dropped out.
What happened?
Oh, he's still here. But yeah, man, we're gonna wrap this issue 139 of Nerdflow podcast. Please let us know, like, what are you looking forward to? Which console are you looking forward to? We promise that Young won't freaking harass you on the community if you pick Xbox. We'll try to keep him away from you.
As long as you don't disrespect the PlayStation, then I ain't gotta say nothing to you.
Ain't gonna make no promises on that one, but
there's no guarantee on that.
Exactly, no guarantees, bro. But yeah, man, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube channel. This episode will be going live on our YouTube channel once we're done. And yeah, man, we will catch you guys for next week's episode of issue 140 of Nerdflow Podcast.
Play has no limits.